I've always been one that said there'll be consolidation in the industry. The last 5 years, I think we've seen consolidation of some of the smaller telcos. What we're going to see now through 2012 and beyond is really more global consolidations going on, particularly in the Australasian market.
I think the market will consolidate, it has to. By and large, the UFB takes away competitive advantage in the traditional areas, the areas we're used to. It'll be very hard to get a leg up in terms of performance and cap.
We're still in consumer and small business where cost savings are the driving factor, and that means we're going to have to partner with somebody.
I think it's time for vendors such as ourselves to step up and be partners, getting in there and discussing and understanding the business more, and actually helping telcos and ISPs to actually drive beyond what they're doing today.
Traditionally, people buy other businesses for customer bases, but that's no point in an IP world because the customers don't exist yet. That's what you want to move them to.
We'll probably wind up with 4 or 5 very large players and a number of smaller ones, but they'll be very insignificant.
The big company that was split in 2011 creates lots of opportunity.
Telecom today, as a retail company, has a good bundle of assets and has a fairly healthy balance sheet.
Telecom retail is now a prime asset that I'm sure all the Aussie telcos are starting to look at, going, hey, look, we could integrate this into our marketplace, because there's some certainty on what the underlying UFB structure looks like.
It could very well become a target for either a private equity company or a larger operator somewhere in the world.
Some overseas investment is really good, and that's something to watch.
I think to the extent that someone comes in and wants to really invest and make it more efficient and make it more innovative, that's all good for the industry.
All of the service providers are quite rapt that telecom retail now is forced to do everything with the same cost model that the rest of us do, by structural separation.
So the large telco, I think they're finding their way now. What is their core value going forward? They need to move faster and figure out what they're going to do.
Telecom retail, in my opinion, for the next 1 to 2 years, it'll take them that long to create an IP product, to stand on their own feet. They've got so many overheads there, they can't leverage off the infrastructure anymore. They've basically got to reinvent themselves. Every telco must be looking at what they can win off telecom in the next 12 months.
In the rural space, at the moment, you probably have 50 or 60 small providers. You'll probably see it, not necessarily mergers or acquisitions, but maybe gathering under one umbrella to show off one brand that can compete with the one other competitor. It'll be the first time a lot of the rural providers have faced competition of any nature.
To me, in New Zealand, there's a great opportunity for someone to consolidate some ISPs and really provide the next level of service.
That's the big plays that are going to go on now, as opposed to some of the smaller ISPs being, consolidated. I think that bit's done.
Next six months, I believe that whether it be telecom sold on the stock market, or whether it be one of the ISPs, or whether some of us go and buy other companies, watch the space.